Imagine walking into a tech graveyard. Rows of dusty monitors, forgotten towers, and failed experiments. But right in the center, there is one machine that looks different. It's sleek, wrapped in a dark, menacing space gray aluminum finish. It looks like a supercomputer hiding in plain sight. It's the Apple iMac Pro. When Apple launched this monster, it wasn't just a computer. It was a statement, a declaration of absolute power. It was built for the elite, the Hollywood editors, the top-tier data scientists, the developers who needed to render entire worlds in real time. It cost a staggering $5,000 just to get through the door, and if you maxed it out, you were looking at over $13,000. It was the most expensive, most powerful all-in-one computer the world had ever seen. And then, just a few years later, Apple did something unthinkable. They killed it. They discontinued it with no direct sequel, leaving the tech world completely stunned. Why would Apple assassinate its own king? Why did a machine built for the future suddenly become a ghost of the past? To understand the mystery of the iMac Pro, we have to go back to a time when Apple was in deep trouble with its most loyal customers. For years, creative professionals had been begging Apple for a true powerhouse. The infamous trashcan Mac Pro had failed them due to its thermal limitations, and top-tier creators were seriously considering jumping ship to Windows. Apple was losing the very people who built the company's reputation. They needed a savior. They needed a machine that could handle brutal workloads without breaking a sweat, while maintaining that clean, minimalist aesthetic Apple is famous for. Enter the iMac Pro. Apple didn't just tweak the existing iMac. They completely re-engineered it from the inside out. They stuffed a massive Intel Xeon processor with up to 18 cores inside a chassis that was only millimeters thick. They threw in Workstation-class AMD Radeon Pro Vega graphics, up to 128 gigabytes of high-speed RAM, and blazing fast solid-state drives. But putting that much raw power into a slim all-in-one body is a thermal nightmare. If the computer gets too hot, the performance drops, and you're left with a very expensive paperweight. To solve this, Apple designed an entirely new thermal architecture. They packed in dual fans, a massive heatsink, and extra ventilation. The result? A machine that could run at peak performance while remaining whisper quiet. When reviewers and professionals finally got their hands on it, the collective jaw of the tech community dropped. It didn't just pass tests, it obliterated them. Red digital cinema camera footage that used to stutter on standard machines suddenly played back as smooth as silk. 3D rendering times cut in half. Developers could compile massive software applications in seconds rather than hours. It felt like cheating. But it wasn't just about raw speed. Apple introduced a secret weapon inside this machine that changed everything. It was called the T2 security chip. This tiny piece of silicon took over the heavy lifting for secure boot, encrypted storage, and even image signal processing for the webcam. It was a preview of what was to come, a hint of Apple's master plan. For a brief moment, the iMac Pro was the undisputed king of the desk. If you saw that dark space gray chassis on someone's desk, you knew they were doing serious, high-paying work. It became a status symbol for the creative elite. But as the months rolled into years, a strange silence fell over the iMac Pro line. While the standard consumer iMac received regular updates, the Pro version